Where's my iMac? It's been like 2 hours. Come on, guys. Glenn, what's up, man?
What?
Yo, have you seen my iMac?
No, I haven't seen it.
I've been messaging you all day. I haven't seen it. Where is it?
I don't have it.
You don't have it? Well, look. According to this, you signed for it.
I didn't sign for anything today.
You sure about that?
I'm very sure,
Are you
about,
sure
that.
about that.
No, I didn't sign for anything.
Okay.
When I got to deliver this, and when I'm done, we'll check it out. Okay, we'll see what's up with that.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
I know it's in here somewhere. Let's see here. No? Uh-oh, these are big boxes here. What the heck? Wait. Glenn!
I did sign for it.
Guys!
Oh, he's not here. I'll have to take it back to the mailroom.
Hey, Glenn! Glenn, over here! Hey, Glenn! Let me out, Glenn! Glenn! Come on! Hey. Come on! What's happening? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for all the good and everything else inside the world of Apple. Now let's get to the show, and we start off with the success of Google Maps that racked up over 10 million downloads for the free app in just 48 hours after the app was released. Now some of you have decided to stick with Apple's Maps because it does work well depending on where you live, but here's a really sweet tip for you if you want to use Google Maps with Siri without jailbreaking your phone. Now, if you're looking for specific directions to a location, make the Siri prompt appear and ask something like, "Find directions to In-N-Out Burger via transit." By saying via transit, you'll be able to select the location you want, then you'll see a list of your transit apps appear, and Google Maps is one of the options. Just press route, and it will take you directly into the Google Maps app or any transit app of your choice that you have installed, and voila, there you go. See guys, I know it's an extra step, but it makes using Google Maps easier without having to jailbreak your phone. And trust me, you'll impress your friends with this.
Thanks, Brian. You're the best.
Thanks, I know. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, the Big A is said to be in talks with Foursquare, the social check-in application, and is looking to add the company's data to its Maps application. Eddie Q even used the app to check into a Lakers-Knicks game, but unfortunately, he also showed us that he's pretty bad at taking pictures with his iPhone. Now the hope is to give users more detailed information and tips about locations from users to compete with the recent release of Google Maps. Apple also just released an over-the-air update for iOS 6.0.2. It's only for iPhone 5 and iPad mini users and addresses a Wi-Fi bug issue. Now also sticking with iOS, the Cupertino kids have also released the 4th beta seed of iOS 6.1 to developers. Updates will be minimal, but up to this point, we plan on seeing an improved Apple Passbook, some tweaks to Safari, reworked music controls on the lock screen, and ticket purchases through Fandango in Siri. All right, guys, let's take a look at what Apple is thinking about in the future. And here's an interesting one that Apple might include in iDevices that involves their cameras having a combination of a pre-installed database and new recognition software that will be able to recognize famous objects like iconic paintings or famous landmarks like the spectacular Golden Gate Bridge, or even better, famous people like Honey Boo Boo. Now, it obviously wouldn't be a killer feature, but a bonus that could propel you into a career as a paparazzi. See, look at that job. It's a dream come true. And guys, the US Patent and Trademark Office has awarded Apple a patent for the design of the first generation iPhone that was released in 2007 and created in part by Steve Jobs and Johnny Ive. It was a design that truly changed the smartphone industry, moving forward with its two-tone back mostly made of aluminum and its finger-driven touchscreen. All right, guys, let's take a quick break to show you a pretty cool accessory from Logitech that's worth checking out.
Hi, I'm Rich Brown for CNET. Today we're going to take a look at the Logitech Bluetooth Illuminated Keyboard K810. So as its name implies, this is a wireless keyboard that connects to your various devices via Bluetooth. It has some unique features to it. It's also pretty expensive. So one of its biggest selling points is a series of buttons here at the top in the function row. You'll see they're labeled 1, 2, 3, and what they do is they actually swap between devices you've already paired to the keyboard. That means you can take the keyboard, use it with a computer, but then grab a tablet, grab the keyboard, go get some coffee somewhere, and just hit the button to swap over the pairing, and then you can just type away. So you can pair the keyboard with up to 3 devices, and it works with Android, iOS, OS X, Windows 7, Windows 8. I even connected it with a PS3, all of which had no problems. Now, it is actually a Windows-specific keyboard in that it has a Windows button down here, but it will work with those other devices, no problem. Along with those other buttons on the top, there's also a home key that gets you back to the home screen on whatever tablet or smartphone you might be using. That said, it does what it does very well, and it looks great doing it. So I'm Rich Brown. This is the Logitech Bluetooth Illuminated Keyboard K810.
Thanks, Rich. And did he say luxury? Because, you know, I'm all about the bling bling. On to the quick bites, and in some quick Apple versus Samsung news, Apple has lost their bid for a ban on 26 Samsung devices in the US. They were still pushing for it, but US District Judge Lucy Koh said in a statement, Samsung may have cut into Apple's customer base somewhat, but there's no suggestion that Samsung will wipe out Apple's customer base or force Apple out of the business of making smartphones. And we can all agree on that point for sure. And earlier in the week, Apple announced they had sold over 2 million units of the iPhone 5 in China just 3 days after its launch for their best first weekend sales in China. And also, our good friend Raul Madera wrote in with this. So I was strolling through Dillard's the other day, and I found this. I wasn't aware you guys were making speakers now. That's awesome. Raul, you found us out. Now, did you also see my line of men's padded underwear? Apple bottoms will be coming to a store near you as well. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Email us at theapplebyte@cnet.com, and we'll answer your burning questions or even feature you on the show. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time for another Bite of the Apple.
Wow. I can't touch you. Wow. Oh, this is the best Christmas ever.